Welcome to Geek Fandom Media. I am your host, Chris, and you guys, we got some big updates on the live action adaptation of a Street Fighter movie. Now, I was still very worried. I was like, how are they going to pull off a live action version of Street Fighter? I mean, you guys remember the film back in 1994 with Jean-Claude Van Damme and how terrible that movie was? At the time, I was a kid. So I thought it was the greatest thing ever, but it was atrocious. They even got the dad from, the Addams Family to play Bison. That is just completely just wild to me. I don't know what the 90s were thinking. Just like with the John Leguizamo Super Mario Brothers film. Like at the time, as a kid, I thought it was the greatest thing ever. But rewatching these films as an adult, boy, it's a whole other different perspective. Now, we got some big casting announcements we got to talk about for this Street Fighter film. Look, I'm a big Street Fighter fan. Marvel vs. Capcom, you guys, I'm playing all day. Street Fighter 1, 2, and 3. I love playing those games. My favorite animated film of all time is Street Fighter 2, the animated movie, where Bison's like recruiting and then like Ryu is, on his own journey, his own mission, and then he ends up fighting, Ken at the end of the film. It was so good. That movie was so I can watch that movie anytime, any day of the week. I love it so much. And the soundtrack is amazing, especially the flashback sequences of, Ryu and Ken training as kids. It was so good, you guys. If you guys haven't seen it, please check it out. I'm pretty sure it's up on YouTube, or it might be on Amazon Prime if you have Prime Video. Now, I'll say this before we jump into the casting announcements. The writer, I'm a little concerned. The writer has previously worked on Captain America: Brave New World. And, he's credited for the writing staff for The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, which I loved. But Brave New World, yeah, the script was a tad bit wonky. Upon rewatch, I remember watching Brave New World when it first came out, and I recently just bought it on physical media, and it definitely does not hold up. I had different feelings and different, opinions on it after my second viewing at home. So I'm a little worried on that aspect of it. But the casting, you guys, holy crap. Let's jump into it. So, I might butcher this name. Andrew Kogi. Sorry if I butchered his name. Jason Momoa, Noah Centineo, and Roman Reigns, you guys, are in talks to star in the Street Fighter film. Now, Andrew will be playing Ryu, which I looked up. He's in this, I think, the series called Warrior. He can whip ass. I can definitely get behind that casting. Noah Centineo as, Ken. That's pretty interesting. I mean, I'm not too familiar with his work. I know he was in Black Adam as the Atom. It was interesting. Okay. Jason Momoa is rumored, you guys, to be playing Blanca. Oh, shit. I was like, yo, that would be badass. I would love to see Jason Momoa in the world of Street Fighter as Blanca, you guys. Just hairy green. It has these, electricity powers. Hell yeah, that would be so badass. And Roman Reigns, the big one, Akuma. I was like, yo, Roman Reigns is beloved in the world of WWE. Now, I'm not the biggest WWE fan. I stopped watching wrestling years ago. I mean, probably right when John Cena started his rise, in WWF. But I wasn't the biggest wrestling fan, after that. But I know people, and there's such a massive fandom right now for Roman Reigns. And I'm like, he looks like Akuma. That could work. That would be badass. And I would love to see it. And you grab a whole nother fandom with the WWE franchise. Oh, you're going to make a lot of money at the box office. Look, my all-time favorite WWE wrestlers. You got to go Stone Cold. You got to go The Rock. I'm going to throw in Kane, Shawn Michaels, and The Undertaker, you guys. And with an honorable mention, got to go my boy, Mankind. That's my top 5 wrestlers of all time. Roman Reigns, you guys, would be perfect for the role of Akuma. He fits the look. He's muscular. He's ginormous. He has that beautiful long hair. Why not? That would be so badass. Is The Rock in talks to join this movie as well? At this point, man. But if the rumors are true, you guys, and these reports are stating, these actors are in talks for the roles of Street Fighter, then by God, man, I can't wait. That's going to be absolutely insane. But I need other characters from Street Fighter. I need to see DJ. I need to see Chun-Li, Guile. Who's going to be playing Guile with the hair? How are they going to do that? I doubt they're going to give him that, that iconic hair, because it would look so odd done, you know, in a live action version for Street Fighter. I mean, John Coughlin Van Damme played, you know, Guile, and a totally different look, right? But E Honda, Zangief, that would be so badass. I want to see, oh, dude, can you imagine them doing a massive Zangief? That would be so freaking awesome. Look, I love Zangief when he appeared in Wreck-It Ralph, you know, the first film. I lost my mind because I was like, oh, Street Fighter fan here, love it. Or even Balrog, Sagat, Vega. You know, it's so many great characters. Fei Long. You know, I'm really curious to see how they're going to handle for the rest and what kind of story they're going to create for a Street Fighter live action film. Because like I said, video game adaptations have struggled for quite some time, but I feel like we are now on a turning table. We are changing the trajectory of video game adaptations. Look at Mario Brothers, $1 billion at the box office. Loved it. They're now developing a Zelda film. The Last of Us. Sonic. We are on a different route right now for video game adaptations, and it's kind of exciting. And I like it, you know, because I feel like this could be the rise of video game adaptations, you know, with the superhero stuff kind of fading out of the picture, which seems like, you know, superhero fatigue is very real. This could be the rise of the video game adaptations. Very interesting stuff. Well, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below about these crazy reports evolving around this Street Fighter project. Thoughts and opinions. What do you think about Roman Reigns, you guys, as Akuma? Can you imagine him going up against Ryu and Ken? My God, that would be so awesome. I hope they're able to nail this, you guys. I really, like I said, my bar right now are the video games and, you know, Street Fighter 2, the animated film. That's where I'm hoping. And Bison? Who are they going to get to play Bison? It's freaking Bison. The dude just stands like this all day and does this little kick move. It's going to be crazy, you guys. I'm super excited. These reports are very, very, you know, they leave me feeling a little bit better, honestly. You know, so let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. And, of course, thank you guys for taking time out of your day for watching Geek Fandom Media. Peace.